shall not hold any other state or public office. It is therefore beyond any peradventure that the role of the president's principal assistant changed significantly in the 2010 Constitution compared to the position of the vice president under the 1963 Constitution. Some of the notable changes include: 1. Whereas the vice president was solely the principal assistant of the president, the deputy president is both the principal assistant of the president and also deputizes the president in execution of the president's functions. 2. The deputy president performs specific functions conferred by the Constitution. 3. The deputy president may perform any other functions of the president as the president may assign. 4. Unlike the vice president, who was appointed by the president from among cabinet ministers who are elected members of the National Assembly, the deputy president under the 2010 Constitution is elected together with the president and holds no other public office. The above changes were not without reason. In the book, The Constitution of Kenya, commentary by Louis and Pielo Lumumba, this is the second edition, Strathmore University Press, they are 2019 at page 453. The two eminent authors had this to say, and I quote: "With the other arms of government considerably weakened, the executive personified in the president exercised unchecked powers. Indeed, during the constitutional review process, the CKRC noted that the powers granted by the Constitution and the ordinary laws to the elected president seemed to share characteristics with those of the colonial governor. It then resolved during the constitutional making process to divest some powers from the president with the aim of avoiding an imperial president." End of quote. The above cannot be far from the truth. In the pre-2010 constitutional era, the president held immense powers, including the ability to appoint and dismiss the vice president at will and the discretion to assign or to withhold duties for the vice president. Consequently, the vice president served entirely at the president's mercy. That was the framework that the 2010 Constitution sought to transform. Under the 2010 Constitution, the office of the deputy president has been fundamentally redefined. It is now safeguarded from arbitrary and capricious actions by the president. Article 172 grants the deputy president specific constitutional functions in addition to any duties the president may assign. This provision was intended to address the previous situation in which a president could, for any reason, choose not to assign any duties to the deputy president, effectively sidelining them. Thanks to the 2010 Constitution, even if the president does not assign any additional duties, the deputy president still has specific constitutionally mandated functions to perform. In this way, the deputy president is no longer at the mercy and the discretion of the president. Under the current constitutional framework, when the office of the deputy president becomes vacant, two outcomes flow. First, any functions that were assigned to the deputy president by the president automatically revert to the president. Second, the functions expressly conferred upon the deputy president by the Constitution do not revert to the president and cannot be performed by anyone else. This is a departure from the 1963 Constitution, under which the president could appoint a minister to act as vice president in the vice president's absence. The 2010 Constitution includes no such provision. Therefore, if the office of the deputy president is vacant, the specific constitutional functions assigned to that office remain unfulfilled. For clarity, not even the Speaker of the National Assembly may discharge the functions vested in the deputy president under Articles 147, Subarticle 2 of the Constitution. In light of the above, we are convinced and hereby find that the current constitutional framework does